Hello everybody, SOURCECODEX, aka Jazz Fusion Guy here, and it's time for my semi-regular update on things that I have acquired, musically speaking. Now, first off, this is Mr. Phillips and crew with the pretty rare release, Protocols Force Majeure. This is a live album, sounds great, and this is the remastered, re-released version of the earlier one that came out eons ago. This concert was, I don't know, like 31 years ago. But boy, it's still relevant. And I also picked up Sharon Ian and Phillips again. And my good buddy Ron Thal, aka Bumblefoot, on fretted and fretless double neck guitar. Listened to samples of this and I said, totally got to get it. So, recommend it. I know there's another video that I uploaded, on my channel, but I just wanted to say that I bought Planet X Anthology, and all my old Planet X releases that Sharon Ian and labels sent to me for review eons ago, those are gone. Snapped up on various sites. I didn't need them anymore because I got this remastered collection here. I didn't have Live from Oz, so this will be a new listen. So there's that. And here's a drummer a few people know about, Sebastian Corneliusson. This is his album, U-Turn. And I bought it because it's got some great guitar work on here, as well as the drumming and bass and keys and all that other good stuff. You can tell by looking at the usual suspects here. Grabbed this from Abstract Logics. It was their last copy. I paid a whopping $5. Okay. This I didn't know too much about, but I thought I'd grab it anyway. This is one of these Sheffield Lab recordings, direct to 2-track disc master, I don't know. But it's Pat Coyle's Steps, and I grabbed it because it had a lot of great artists on here, and mainly because old Scott Henderson, I'll yank your video down, guitarist there. Alright. This I used to have eons ago. This is a band called Confusion. Enter Alone. The guitarist here, Achilles Diamantis, he really has the Holdsworth thing going quite well. And I snapped it off eBay because it's signed, signature, autograph by everybody but the bass player. And it's been decades since I listened to this, so I think I'll give it another listen and see what I think. I might keep it, might sell it, I don't know. Alright, it's boots time. As you all know, I do a lot of shopping from sellers in Japan. And this is Bruford's, I can't even read it. Berkeley, 1980. And I'm sure John Clark, the unknown John Clark, is on guitar. There he is right there. Took Holdsworth's place. Did a good job. But man, he just disappeared. Never heard anything from him again after Bruford. Oh, here we go. And here is Bruford's Welcome to the Paradise. This looked interesting, so I grabbed it up live at the, live at the Paradise Theater, Boston, Massachusetts, 1980. Okay, there's that guy. I may have mentioned this 2 CD release on my last What Have I Been Buying? But geez, man, I buy so much stuff I can't remember what I mentioned in the video. But this is Bruford's Confusion, and live in Toad's Place, New Haven, Connecticut, 1979, with John Clark on guitar. Here's another boot, John McLaughlin and the Fourth Dimension, live in Oslo, 2022. And let's see what we've got. The bonus track is from Bridgewater Hall, Manchester, UK, 2022. So we'll see how that is. Another boot, Alan Holdsworth, live at the Roxy, 1993. We'll see what that sounds like. This is the first show. I could have bought the second show, which only had one track that I didn't have on this one, so I didn't bother to get that. It's kind of redundant. And here's Alan Holdsworth, live at the Pit Inn, Tokyo, 1994. That'll be an interesting listen. And a few more boots. UK, live in the Rivers, New Orleans, 1978, with Holdsworth. Another with Holdsworth. UK, Punch and Judy. That was at the Punch and Judy Theater in Grosse Pointe. So, these are 2 different shows. Don't know how many CDs are in there, it doesn't matter. UK again, ooh, they left the period off of the K. That's odd. Original Master in London, Rainbow Theatre, 1978. I love live shows. UK, Shadows from the Sun. I think that's a quote from the lyrics of one of the songs, the late John Wetton singing. And here's UK, live in Boston, 1978. I don't see a year here. Oh, yeah, I just did, 1978. Geez, my brain is fried sometimes. And here is, that's later. Here's one I may have mentioned last, recent things I purchased, but doesn't matter. I'll mention it again. This is UK's Reaching for the Light. Could not find that boot anywhere online, not even listed on Discogs. And Discogs list a lot of boots in their database. So that was weird, so I thought I had to have it. And here is UK, the final world tour in the Far East, with a lot of big names playing. Good old Alex Makachek here on guitar. And 2 CDs, CD 1 and CD 2. Okay. I bought a DVD with the Mahavishnu Orchestra called High Resolution. If the audio sounds good, I'll probably yank that out for listening. And this was at Das Sonntagskonzert, 1972. Upgraded new master edition, for what all that means. And then looks like a couple songs they're not sure where it came from, but it was in 1972. Doodly-doo-doo. I hate that little thing. I may have mentioned this last time, but this is Larry Fast, also known as Synergy. This is reconstructed artifacts. He took some of his favorite songs, and he didn't just remaster them, he replayed them. So this was a must-have, must-listen. Okay, as I probably mentioned in an earlier video, I bought Bruford's Rock Goes to College, which has got DVD and audio CD in here, which is a nice treat. And because I bought that, I am selling my Bruford BBC Rock Goes to College, which is the same show. I don't need this. So I'll put a link to this if you should want it. And weird as it was, when I was listing this, I always look for listings on eBay that I can just say, sell your copy, you know. And I found one, and I was really surprised to find this version with signatures by Bill Bruford, Dave Stewart, Jeff Berlin, and Alan Holdsworth. Now that's rare. And along with this DVD came a note from Bill Bruford on the voice print label. And he says, congratulations, you're one of the 500 owners of the signed limited edition, blah, blah, blah. Unhappily, Annette Peacock has been unable to sign your DVD. That blows. But, anyhow, there it is. Bill Bruford. And a very rare edition. I'm glad I stumbled on to that. Now, I recently bought this, and I wished I hadn't. It's going to go for sale, and I'll put a link to it. But it's got a lot of cuts from, you know, CDs I already own. I got no idea why I bought this, but I got it really cheap somewhere, and I just snapped it up, and I hate when my phone cuts off. Well, here we are back again. So there's some interesting stuff on here, though. I like Ghouls and Goblins with Michael Landau. He does a really good job there. I love the laid-back Diamond Dust with Mike Stern. Of course, I already have that album. And the opening track is a really raunchy ripper from Greg Howe's Soundproof CD. That Soundproof should have a space between the D and the P. It's 2 words, not one. Made it hard to find this when I was researching it. But Greg Howe just tears it up. And the keyboardist, good Lord, he sounds like Jan Hammer on the Intermounting Flame, that really overdriven Rhodes sound, which I really liked. Okay, one other thing I've got up for sale that I stumbled upon, or actually CD Baby stumbled upon and said, hey, we're going to send this back to you. But this is a sealed copy of a royalty-free WAV files compilation I made up with a lot of weird sounds. I mean, if you're into doing soundtracks, just need a blip or a bleep in your own music, here it is, man. This is some of my own stuff from, geez-a-loo, probably 2005. That's the Wayback Machine. And last but not least, as some of you know, I sometimes sing. And I sometimes sing gospel. And I have a video up by this guy, Ray Hart. This is my story on my channel. It's worth listening to. But this guy has an incredibly strong operatic voice. And when he sings hymns and other originals, I mean, it just chills you to the bone. It doesn't matter whether you're religious or not. When you hear it, it's just incredible stuff. And when I found that one, I think that one was probably his first. I don't know. But here he is with his glasses on. This is how I remember he looked when I heard him singing live at this church in Chattanooga, Tennessee, which totally blew me away. But this is Heart to Heart by Ray Hart. And it's an interesting story about his life. You can read about it on my Ray Hart video on my channel. This is my story all about him. And then here's this other LP, Ray Hart Sings. You know, once I remastered an old cassette tape, I just wanted to hear more. So I grabbed these up, and you know, I'd USB, LP to USB to audio files, take care of this stuff, remaster it, get rid of the LP noise, the vinyl rumble, any pops and scratches. And then if I don't like the mix or the EQ, I adjust it to my own liking. So, you have seen, oh boy, you have seen a little bit of my shopping. And you might think, geez, you bought a lot. But actually, I buy more than this. And the only reason I didn't buy as much as I usually buy is I was in Las Vegas in California for like 2 weeks. And it made quite a dent in the old wallet. Well, I'm going to go in the other room and show you the goodies that are on the way from Japan. Hang on. I am back, and I am showing you the goodies that are on their way from Japan. This is kind of a rare CD. Bill Connor's Assembler. Then we've got another boot, UK is by the Light of Calderon. That's on the way. Then John McLaughlin and the One Truth Band live in Berlin, 1978. Thought that would be an interesting listen. Then another Bruford, Kansas Bells. Here's a rarity that I didn't know existed. This is Tubular Bells live premiere with Mike Oldfield. And one of my favorite guitarists, Steve Hillage, is on this release too. So we'll see how this sounds. And here's a guy I never heard of before, but his name is Laszlo Spiro. And this is his release, Synergetics. He's got a mean legato. This sucker's pretty costly if you try to buy it in any USA outlets, but I got it for a song in Japan. Anybody of you out there that know anything about some of the rare releases that Holdsworth was on, this is Soma. And trying to find it on CD at a decent price, good luck, but I found it and it's on the way. And then, of course, good old Scott Henderson and Tribal Tech. This is the release X or 10. And you know, I don't think they did anything else after this. Nope, I don't think so. All right, let's see what else is in here. Bruford's Radio Strokes. And then that's it. Let me adjust something on the computer and I'll talk some more, and then the video's almost brag over. Time now, and kind of an explanation why I haven't been shopping, but I have been releasing electronic music out the wazoo for months. I mean, I'll sit down every day and make something, create artwork for the cover, and upload it to Bandcamp. So in October, I know I released like at least 3 albums. Ancient Ones Watching, that was a release. These all here are singles I released. Blissful Nostalgia, this was released in October. That's an album. Let's see. Sounds from Within the Unseen Realms, that was released in October. That's an album. And I think either September or October I released When Time Is But a Dim Memory. That is an album as well. And let's see. Before that, I released Before the Beginning Began, and then Echoes of an Unquiet Mind. So I have been really busy composing and doing artwork and releasing CDs. So if any of you out there are into, I think, really unique electronic music, probably not exactly like you may think you've heard before, I encourage you to check out my Bandcamp website, and I'll put up a link to it as well. So that's it for what I've been up to the past month or so. As always, ciao.